Alright guys, so today was pretty interesting in the Senate, and we have some important updates on what happened to the $2,000 stimulus checks and the next steps to actually get them in our accounts. There was a very interesting part in the debate today where Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator John Thune were arguing about sending $2,000 stimulus checks to rich people making up to $350,000. Then Senator Dick Durbin interjected where I thought he was going to explain what's happening and maybe propose an amendment and change the trajectory of this thing. He said, "Let me get this straight. We're complaining now about the formula of the stimulus checks, but I had my staff look into this formula and compare it to the one we passed for the $600 checks, and lo and behold, it's the same exact formula." Then he said that if Republicans think that the $2,000 is immoral, then they're hypocrites because they passed the $600 with the same formula. I just can't believe they don't get it. Yes, the formula is the same, but when you start with $2,000 per adult and $2,000 per dependent, including adult dependents, and the phase out is the same as before, then it will take a lot longer for the checks to phase out. Senator John Thune tried to explain that, and he said it's a mathematical fact, which it is, and we talked about it here in multiple videos, but Democrats don't seem to get it. And Bernie Sanders interrupted and talked about something else with taxes, and then they just argued, and it just got lost. If Democrats can just say, okay, fine, let's cap it to people making $100,000 or $200,000 or whatever. I'm not saying that if you're making this much, you don't need the stimulus. I'm just making a hypothetical here. But if they say that, then they can tell Republicans, here, it's more targeted. Can you pass it now? But that didn't happen. After that conversation, Senator Josh Hawley took to the stand and said, "I want to say that for the life of me, I can't figure out why it is so difficult to get a vote on the bills Senator Sanders just referenced, when by my count, the President of the United States, the Speaker of the House, a large majority of the House of Representatives, and I think a super majority of this body are all in favor of $2,000 relief payments to working Americans." Then he said, we debated back and forth on where we came up with the $2,000. And he said, it's the president. That's the number he supported, and the number originated from him. This is the number he asked for. And the House adopted it, and a number of senators already publicly support. And yet it seems we can't even get a vote on it, and we can't even have a debate on it. Then he says we always hear about how we can afford it, but somehow we always find the money for other stuff. And then he talks about the pork and the bills and all that stuff, which is all true. Can't really argue much with what he said there. I really think if someone was smart enough to propose an amendment, we could have gotten a bill passed, but instead we had Senator Chuck Schumer say, "I'll ask consent for the final time that the Senate set a time for a vote on the House bill to provide $2,000 checks. I've done it every day this week. This is it. The last chance for the 116th Congress to pass $2,000 checks and to say to regular Americans that help is on the way. Let's have a vote." But Senate Majority Whip John Thune interjected and said, "This proposal is a shotgun approach. If you really want to help people who need this the most, we should sit down and figure out the most efficient, effective, targeted way possible. This absolutely does not do that." Then he said, "I object." And that's all it takes, one senator to object, and it all dies. So all that happened today is some arguing. Then they invoked cloture to end the debate on this, which passed. Then they voted to pass the NDAA veto override, which passed 81 to 19. And Mitch McConnell didn't even put his own bill with $2,000 checks, Section 230 repeal, and the 2020 election investigation, which makes me think it was kind of a show just to make it appear that he supports $2,000 checks. But I don't know, that's just the feeling that I get maybe for the coming elections in Georgia. I don't know. So this is it. We'll see what happens with the Georgia Senate runoff elections on Tuesday. If Democrats take control, we may see the $2,000 checks. But the thing is, the $2,000 checks are not the only things people in Georgia will be voting for. It's the whole package of what it means to have Democrats control the House, the White House, and the Senate, or having the Republicans controlling the Senate to sort of have a balance. What do you guys think of all of this? Any path forward here to actually get $2,000 checks? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see until maybe Joe Biden is in office. Anyway, Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the link in the description below for the Yara savings account. It's a savings account that is FDIC insured but gives you interest with a lottery system. If you use the link below, you'll get 100 tickets when you deposit as little as $25 for a chance to win up to $10 million. Then you'll get a weekly ticket for every $25 that you deposit. I think this is the future of banking, as it encourages savings to earn more chances at winning a large prize. Also, don't forget to get your free stocks from Webull, potentially worth up to $1,600 when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.